Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. If you hear the voice, you know the name, and you definitely know the game. But we should say that for last. At this time, this is when I bring in my players.
Shit, yo, what's understood don't have to be explained, man. It's your boy, El Papito one, El Papachulo one, the great King one, shit, yo, whiskey one, you know. Shit, I'm here up on the Sunday trying to turn up, man. What's up?
Ooh. Shout out, to Manny Fresh. If you know the voice, then ladies, I am the little doctor, aka Doc Love. To my partners, to my players, to all the players across the world in the Himalayas, I go by Juice Shakur. We two players short, shout out to Gorilla Pimpin', shout out to Jay Marley. And man, you already know. We've been doing this for so long. I ain't gotta explain. I'm just gonna jump in this, and we're gonna do what we do. If I got
Right,
my whiskey in the place to be,
right.
if you know I'm in this thing, then there's only one nasty nigga left, man. Let them know who you be, man.
This definitely gets old, but hey, it is what it is. If they hear the voice juice, they should know I'm none other than Mr. Al Roca,
Wow,
Mr. Niha Peach.
that boy ain't drunk peach since I don't know. Yeah, alcoholic now.
That's such an ugly label. That's like a connoisseur of life. Connoisseur of life. Let's be a connoisseur of life.
Right,
But
right.
You use that word connoisseur a lot. You use it for ass. I don't think that's proper context.
I'm only human.
No, that's
Okay,
not
Oh
neither
my
here
human.
nor
God.
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God.
The fuck?
Mr. Bag of Destruction himself.
And
Man,
my
come
point
on.
exactly.
We all got a little bag of destruction in us, man. We all do somewhere. It's all right. Just deep down in there. I need you to go
One, shut your
deep
ass
down
up
in there.
because it ain't no
Find it.
family thing. It's all this
They
nigga.
just run in the family, so yeah.
Man, kiss my ass.
Kissing ass is part of it. But neither here there. If you don't know what all these names are equaling up to, I am none other than Von the Villain. And like my man Juice Shakur said, we're a couple players short, man. Y'all hold it down. You know what it is. But together we are the collective of I'm just saying 48. And at this time, Brother Warren, would you please do the honors and bring us on in?
Yeah, man, I got you. I got you. All right, guys. I got a question. When did you recognize trauma, and what steps did you take to try to go on and evolve and fix it?
You
Well,
said Juice. You gonna start?
uh, for me, it's as I started to get older, and the older you get, I don't know about you guys, but the older I've gotten, the more I do a lot of reflecting,
Right.
and you know, certain things just kind of stuck out in my head, like, okay, this not normal. I shouldn't have had to go through these certain situations as a kid or as a preteen or whatever. And now I'm thinking about them in an adult manner, and I'm saying to myself that this, 9 times out of 10, this has effects on me that I don't even realize how deep they are and how long these effects may last. So
Right.
I think the first step is to identify, the trauma, actually admitting that it exists within you.
Mhm.
Secondly, one of the ways I try to deal with it is understanding that I can't keep it to myself. So, I have to find people that I trust, I discuss it, I talk about it. And
Right.
what's kind of mind-boggling is you would think that the world is on your shoulders and you the only person that's really going through a certain situation. But little do you know, when you start to open up and talk to, the right people, you start to realize that unfortunately trauma is a common occurrence within everybody. And it's even to the point where certain shit you may think you the only person that may have been through it. You find out you got homies that you done known all your life. They got similar stories about the same situation. So
Right.
I mean, that's just I'll say a quick example of how to. I'm not gonna say fix it because I'm still trying to learn how to fix trauma. I can't really just give you a definite, hey,
Right.
do this and this is the cure type remedy. But I think for the most part, what I'm starting to do is to express it and acknowledge it. And and by doing that, it's not giving me full closure, but it's giving me understanding, you
Hmm.
know, to get different opinions, to get different outlets, Also, not I don't want to forget this, not to be long with it, I'm gonna give it to y'all. Um Find something that eases your mind, that takes your mind into an elevated place where you'll reflect on it, but you'll think on it in a higher purpose, a higher being. Meaning, just because you're alone and something that you may not like pops up in your brain, that don't mean that automatically that should put you in a foul mood or a foul state of mind. Say if I was listening to jazz or something, and I might, be in a relaxed state and I might be thinking about, certain things, but it don't necessarily, deter my mood because it's more like, what, it didn't kill me. Obviously, it had to make me stronger because not to overthrow my boundaries, but Brother Warren said something other night, and it's so true. We're the generation of heal.
Right.
So, I don't want to be any more long winded, but those are just little quick snippets that I kind of took from this question instantly. Y'all got the flow.
Shit, yo, man, you said it perfectly. Like, absolutely. Shit, I think with me, I obviously started to like understand that I have a lot of traumas the older I get, and just like the more I try to reflect and stuff like that. But with like the whole thing of like trying to go ahead and like help, well, just like try to evolve and crap like that. I would say just like the main thing is just trying to understand, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have triggers, I'm gonna have problems to where I'm gonna have like stress and like anxiety up off of this or off of that. But the whole problem is trying to come up with ways to where I can cope, trying to come up with ways to where I can understand, like, yeah, I'm having a trauma response right now. One, go ahead and give yourself some time to just go on and relax and calm down and reflect. So I personally think a lot of times whenever I was like younger and stuff like that, I would just snap. Like I'll just try to hold it in for so long because yeah, I'm a man. I ain't supposed to be like hurt and sad in it. So like bro, like constantly, I just hold it in, and then I like eventually I just black out and just snap, which would be horrible sometimes. I mean, really horrible. So now as I get older, I try to have I don't like the mindset. I want
Right.
you is having a trigger right now. Calm your damn self down. It's okay to be emotional sometimes. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be sad. Have it just for what it is. Calm down and then come back to the situation after a fucking while. So yeah, absolutely, man.
I agree. I agree. Vaughn.
Uh, More so a little bit what Juan was saying. It's I don't know if it's a certain, precise time when it just like eureka, like a light bulb went off. But one that I can always resonate back to is I say when I was engaging myself with the opposite sex on a sense of intimacy, I always had this bad habit of, especially if I knew like her prior, situation, the guy or something. And I'm not proud to say it because, it may show me in a certain light, but I feel like this is what this is about, unletting and, just debunking toxic masculinity and just letting it all out. So when I would try to engage with a young lady and, I knew the dude she may have messed with, and she tell me how things go, just venting or whatever, sometimes I would, maybe enable some of, her thoughts and enable some things maybe she did wrong. Like, oh, man, he was a fuck nigga, this and that, so and so. I'm really trying to highlight his flaws to hide mine.
Right.
And the reason I was hiding my flaws was because when I was younger, I had plenty, whether they were physically, whether they were mentally or whatever, especially the physical ones, you know what I'm saying? Overweight, a miniature, episode of alopecia, you know what I'm saying? Struggle juice jokes all the time. But at one point I did struggle with reading and articulating things, you know what I'm saying? I would try to dim my insecurities so they wouldn't stand out because I used to get picked on them so much about them, being in orchestra, the shit like that. And I had to learn that making somebody, tearing somebody else down won't build me and my character up, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Only learning to accept my flaws, not saying they were flaws that I play orchestra and stuff like that, but accepting who I was as a person and, building off of that instead of hiding from it was only gonna make me a better person. And Juan was talking about the emotional part. I battle with that as well, when I felt as I was being, unjustly, what I'm saying, prosecuted by a female, or, she coming at me with a certain energy, what I'm saying, instead of me taking it and taking it and taking it. Sometimes I would go for the guillotine and I was like, well, hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Express yourself, you know what I'm saying? Check her, let her know what she's doing to make you feel a certain way, but don't attack her. That was hard for me. That's very hard for me. It took a long time for me. And not just with females, anybody. Because I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nobody is. I'm not saying I do things the right way all the time, but I can say this with assurance. I do not have a volatile mentality. Like, I don't wake up and figure out, okay, how can I get over on you? How can I get a mental edge over you? You know what I'm saying? I don't wake up with mental warfare on my mind trying to get over on somebody. So when I felt somebody wasn't seeing the bigger picture of a situation, that made me feel like, well, damn, you don't appreciate all the things I do, so fuck you and shit like that. And
Correct.
I would just go in. I had to, like Juan said, I had to recognize when it was happening, why it's happening, and just like I described to y'all how I felt, I had to rehearse this shit. Like, hey, this is how you making me feel. This is how you making me feel right now. I know it may not be your intentions, but that's bothering me what you're doing. If you need to walk away, walk away. So I was all over the place, but those are two instances where it just always resonate with me, learning how to manage my emotions and articulate my emotions. And two, not being able to try to tear somebody down just to make myself look better as a suitor or as the next nigga or your new love interest. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna get you, bro.
Absolutely. I like how this nigga throw me on the bus talking about, yeah, just talk about my read. Nigga, you talk about me. Nigga, we used to do the dozens. We used to crack on each other. I like how that nigga do that.
No, I apologize. I just made it seem like he was the leader behind all that. Because he wasn't. Because I know he's like,
do I got to tell the jokes you slang on me?
Yeah, and see, we cousins. Like, I know when he do it, it's out of just good laughter, even though, you know what I'm saying, it's not ill will, but kids at school, it's like, man, why it take you so long to read? I like, shit, I don't know, motherfucker. Be dyslexic. He just never been diagnosed, for all I know.
So, I mean, I absolutely, I'm just fucking with you, but I mean, y'all nailing it right on the confident. I mean, I actually found something that's pertaining to this. And Vaughn, you and see, I didn't get a chance to really speak on this specifically, but I'm so glad that y'all did, because it's funny how y'all mentioned a key cornerstone point that, if y'all don't mind, can I bring it up to y'all?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here it is. I found it wasn't necessarily a video. It was just, a random post, and it went a little something like this. The world watched Will Smith listen to his wife tell him live that she had an affair. People laughed at Will. He became a meme. When Tyrese Gibson had a mental breakdown online in regards to not seeing his daughter in 2 years, people laughed at him. He
Right.
became a meme too. When Kanye West had a mental breakdown live on TV, people called him crazy. He too became a meme. Yet people wonder why black men don't open up about their mental health problems.
Absolutely, man.
Bro, when I read that, I said, yo, that's true. Like,
Hell
I
yeah.
never I never thought about that until it's like it's like we we caught up in this kind of like what Vaughn said, people are tearing you down just to build themselves up. And
Yep.
it's like, why? Because if we reveal if everybody unveiled, their secrets, they would realize that a lot of us are carrying the same similar baggage,
Exactly.
you know. But instead, we rather kick and put down instead of uplift and rise. So, I don't want to make this a black man thing, but I only know how to be black. That's all I ever been in my life. So I'm gonna speak on this, especially in our community, the black men. Like, we have this thing to where it's like you gotta always be strong, always be hard, always be this, you know. And bro, it ain't that's humanly impossible. That's impossible. Even the most ruthless, most volatile motherfucker in the world had a days where they just ain't got it. They ain't feeling
Exactly.
it. You know. I mean, I thought about this question, and I just was like, damn. After the conversation me and Juan had, it made me just go like, man. As I get older, I'm starting to realize like that's you notice. I don't know maybe if this applies for y'all, but for me, this definitely applies. I noticed this shit didn't really start affecting me and really starting to bother me until I hit 30. When I hit 30, it's like then all of a sudden it was like something new within my brain started to just happen, like reflective mode. Don't get me wrong, I thought about stuff in my 20s, but it was more like I was on a high speed chase in my 20s,
Right.
constantly moving 100 miles per hour. But when you get older and you finally start to slow down and you start to kind of see things, you start to say, wait a minute, I shouldn't have did that. Or wait a minute, that wasn't right. Or wait a minute, why did and it's not me trying to play no victim role, but see,
Right.
that's the thing. Men try to say, well, I ain't trying to be no victim. Bro, sometimes you were the victim.
Absolutely. And I personally think the problem I had, yeah, knew up in my 20s, yeah, I was having like some problems here and there, but it was just, I would just like just go ahead and use, you know, alcohol and calm myself down or like some weed, just go ahead and try to use any kind of vice type of shit. But now, since I am up in my 30s, I'm just more so to the point about like I know who I am now. Like I have a more uh, 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 understanding of like what habit to where I tick and what habit that makes me pissed off and stuff like that. So now I'm starting to like address all of the problems that I personally don't care about myself. So I try to evolve and I try to have a great understanding between myself. Like, okay, bro, I'm having all of these problems or whatever. Now, up in my 20s, I would just go on and run through a whole gallon of fucking alcohol and pass out, and I just wouldn't remember any of the shit no more. But now, since I'm older and I don't, have to try to have all of these alcohol vices and the tobacco and all of this shit to calm me down, I have it in my head. Okay, I understand the problem. okay, is it a trauma response? Is it a trigger? Is it just like, okay, I'm actually having like problems or like crap and 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 I have it to where, okay, one, calm yourself down, go on and give yourself a couple of breaths, inhale, exhale, have a good understanding what's the problem, why you having this problem, and why you is like highly like pissed off and all of this shit. And yeah, uh uh just think like I used to always have problems to where like yeah, I would just have it up in my head and I just constantly hold it in until I just blast off and I just start trying to snap on everybody for every reason and everything. But now, since I'm older, I just understand it ain't everybody's fault. It ain't like this person fault because I'm pissed off and I've been holding on to it for weeks and months and shit like that. Now I just be like, bro, it's okay. I am supposed to have emotions. Yeah, I'm a grown man. Yeah, I'm huge. Yeah, I'm tall or whatever, but I'm not supposed to be the toughest, strongest motherfucker in this world. Yeah, I got my flaws. Yes, I am a emotional human being. We are human. You're supposed to be fucking emotional to a extent anyway. So yeah, like absolutely, man.
I'm gonna say this. I mean, we can move on after this if y'all want to. To the people that think this is a solution, stop. If you hear somebody say, "Hey man, just wipe the slate clean and just go on about your life, move forward," that ain't helping nothing. That's not a solution. Wiping the slate clean is not addressing the actual problem.
Exactly.
And we had this saying a few episodes, well, hell, probably a few months back. Why people are so adamant about focusing on the current problems in their life and not really paying attention to how did they even get to where they at right now with these ongoing problems. There's a difference between waking up and having a flat tire. You might have drove your car that night and woke up the next morning and that's a new issue, right?
Right.
But it's a whole different issue if your engine shut down.
Right.
Now you start saying, "Wait a minute," and they'd be like, "Well, you got a brand new car. How the hell your engine just all of a sudden just in piss poor shape and then shut off?" It got to be okay. Let's go back and let's review here. Did you get oil changes?
Right.
Did you get tune-ups? Did you
Right.
have any kind of prior, checkups before this end result even took effect? If you answer each one of those questions with a no, then that means you didn't address certain issues that you should have addressed months ago, let alone years ago. So it's like that's how I view things. Like, don't let something just fester and brew and grow to the point where it's uncontrollable now. Cause then, I mean, like Warren said, you out here snapping and lashing out on people. That's not healthy for you, and not just on a mental state, but hell, you don't know what other folks going through. You may
Exactly.
lash out on the wrong one, and it be you might lash out on the right one and end up being the wrong situation. If you get my drift.
Absolutely, man. And
So,
shit, if I could,
oh, go ahead.
I I totally like understand we are like all grown man and yeah, we supposed to be this and that, but once again, we are human. If anybody just need to talk about anything, shit, hey, I'm always here. Everybody have my number. I'm talking for Gorilla Fat and Jay Marley as well. Like absolutely anybody can fucking call me. We can have a good conversation, talk about our problems, put it out there up in the air, and try to like have a great understanding and like well try to have it up in our head to where okay it's the problem. What are we going to do to address it? So absolutely, I'm always here for any one of my panel mates, any one of my friends or homies.
Absolutely. Same here. Like sometimes you just gotta get that, get that out of your system. And it ain't gonna be
Yeah,
easy. A conversation ain't gonna solve your problem.
right.
Not all the time. But it does
Absolutely
help.
not.
It does help extremely. Well, if don't nobody
Man, I
else
love
have,
that topic. I love all the discussion about the topic, man. If anybody else got something to say, you can stay on this. If not, we can go ahead and move along to something more lighthearted.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
All right, gentlemen. The show Snowfall. I believe we all watch it. I believe we all saw.
No,
I believe we all saw the prior season.
damn.
Juicy is pretty enthused, so I'm just gonna get straight to it, man. What are predictions that you see for what is supposed to be the final season in season 6? Where do you
No.
see it going? You start.
I predict they're gonna come back with a season 7.
Not having
I mean, hey, they
No,
making money. It's a cash cow.
no. Well, come on, man. Just make up some shit. You made up some shit on this prior season with a tiger.
You
Come
goddamn
on,
lying.
man. Come on.
I,
Don't leave.
I think a person who is a part of how you like the family is going to either get killed by a person who is also a part of the family. Um,
Wow,
I
Juan, that was a heavy prediction.
yeah, it, it is. Hold on, so you
Goddamn
really
mad like.
think, yo, like, bro, it is all about the family with them, like the
Of
cousins,
course,
uncles,
one.
aunties,
And we
whatever.
saw how it ended. So we
I mean,
know
but
when it
I
comes to
don't think
that
they
green, it's
to
gonna
tell
be
you the
some
truth.
it's gonna be some slow slinging and flower bringing.
I don't see. I I'm not having. See, I don't know about that one, honestly, because I just think I like his mom is probably gonna die or some shit like that.
Oh hell no. Hell no. Miss Saint don't go. If anybody go, it's that bitch Louis. She got to go.
But
She got to go.
I personally think since everybody just having it in their head about her, it's gonna be somebody totally different.
Listen, let me run this down to you. Long as Franklin, Lee, Uncle Jerome, what's Lee baby mama Wanda
Uh
and Miss Saint don't die. Hey, you can have. Hey, I mean, listen. I don't want to be rude. I don't know Franklin baby mama like this, so I don't want her necessarily to get hurt. She can get shot and survive, but uh, long as them core. I used to fuck with Louis until she got greedy, and she didn't want to help my boy Frank out. The main motherfucker that's got to go is motherfucking what's his name?
You talking
White boy.
about
Teddy.
Teddy? Yeah, Teddy.
Teddy gotta go. Teddy gotta go. Teddy gotta go.
I believe he will. I don't think he'll die. I just think he may be. I actually do. I take that back. Now that I think about it, I think he will. I think the actual CIA, some higher power will take Teddy out. But
Yeah, I think the
for some,
FBI go to get his ass out of there or whatever.
I think Jerome and Franklin. I think Jerome's gonna die. I think Franklin will go to jail. Cause something about Franklin's, fiance, baby mama, just if you follow
Secret
one of the later
agent.
episodes, she said she had somebody from her past. It's like, what is really her past?
Right.
Then it was another episode where she held a gun, and the kind of way she held the gun is almost similar to like a police officer holding the gun. Like the way when she was loading the clip, like
good observation.
like muscle memory, like this ain't her first rodeo. Like, okay, what's her true story? What's up with her? Like she just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
And
that is true.
Shit, what if she like a undercover?
and see, there you go. That
So
was
you
my
tell me he
initial.
knocked her up and now she finna, raise their baby while they daddy in there doing hard time with Akon? No, 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 no. And Uncle Jerome, my boy, man, Uncle Jerome
Uncle
didn't even
Jerome
want to
was that
beef
guy,
with
man.
Franklin. It's his
But see, but
woman.
that's just it, Juice. Look at the dynamic he's faced in the middle of family, love. The woman he loves and cherishes, his family who he loves and cherishes. I
Right.
feel like he would be a casualty of those two loves. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's just
true.
how I feel.
That's true. That's true. His downfall is his damn show, his woman.
And I
Shit, man.
feel
I
like
think the mama gonna be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and her head gonna get popped.
Nah, bruh. She got the KGB on her side. I want to
Shit,
know if his
Joe,
daddy really dead.
I believe he is, but going to the
yeah.
mom, I think the mom knows so much, like she's gonna be untouchable.
Yeah, I
'Cause I
don't
feel
think
like
Mama Saint getting touched.
because she knows so much, and she, she got them smart. So it's like, if Franklin get that shit from, she like, touch me if you want to. This shit will like just hit the fan. So I
Right.
feel like she's gonna have that, and they know that. I think she's gonna be one of the last to walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Franklin
You want to
cut
know?
some deal to keep her, unharmed.
You want to know? You want to know who I think gonna go? Believe it or not, the one person that's gonna get out of this unscathed and they actually gonna change their life.
What about Leon?
Lee.
Leon.
Lee.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say Lee and Wanda gonna leave, go to a different country, and by the time they come back, they ain't gonna want to be a part of that shit no more.
Yeah.
He literally gave his position away.
Mhm.
And Franklin, the one that kept pressuring him to be in the game.
That's
He's
true.
been trying to get out the last 2 seasons.
Hell yeah.
So I think once he leave the country, it's going to. I mean, you got to think about it. Lee low key by Franklin walking away from Teddy and then Teddy stealing Franklin money. That's opening up the gateways to war. Lee, if he do get a chance to get away from Franklin with Wanda, he ain't coming back. If he do, I mean, man, by his mama having the KGB with her, that's gonna put Teddy on notice. That's gonna have That's gonna have a bunch of trickle down effects.
Yeah. Speaking of Wanda, I feel like Miss Badu and I say this. Another lifetime. Miss Gail Bean, if I wasn't a spoken for man, but that's not it. I just had to
Lord
get that,
mercy.
jump that quick intermission in there, you know what I'm saying? But not here.
Jesus Christ.
Well, the woman that died, that was Louis, lesbian woman. I saw that ass in there too. Hey. Dust
Wowzers.
from that old ass. Moving on. Shout out Miss Grace.
Hold on, nigga. Sneak Miss Graves in there.
Let's see. But yeah, them my predictions, man. It's somebody near and dear. 2 people gonna die. 2 important people gonna. I think 2.
What about Gustavo? What y'all think?
That's what I was gonna say. We ain't even bring in Gustavo.
Shit,
Teddy gonna die.
yeah.
Teddy. It's gonna be Teddy, and it's gonna be one of the good people. I ain't gonna say good because they all doing bad, but I'm gonna say
Right.
Teddy definitely gonna die. But
No, I just
one of
don't
the
see
family
it, man.
members. One of the
He is a-
family.
He will. I'm kind of on the fence. Either he will go to jail or die. I don't know.
Franklin most definitely is going to jail, if anything.
Franklin is 100% going to jail, I think.
Yes. He is on his way.
It is only just a matter of time.
There is no
on
fucking way he is gonna get out of this.
How about this? I got one for y'all. Maybe y'all didn't think about. Jesus. Nice watch show. What was the young lady's name that was his original love interest throughout the first seasons? Got hooked on crack.
Not
He
T.
ain't enough.
I forgot her damn name.
Hold on. I got it. Melanie.
I think Melanie would probably somehow, ironically, probably kill Franklin. She almost tried to do it before.
I don't think. I think that was just a one-time thing. That
I
bitch
just
ain't
think
gonna
she
get that
said
close.
down, bro. Hell no.
Hell no.
I,
Franklin a killer.
I
You
want
gotta think
to know
about
what
it.
they
When
doing.
she killed Franklin, Franklin wasn't a killer then. He was still kind of fresh into the game. Now, Franklin will blow your motherfucker. You see what he
but
did to
see,
his homeboys.
it's the thing. I'm not saying straight up, hey Franklin, pow. It's gonna be like when he least suspected, he feel like he's in the clear, or he feel he's atoned for his sins or some shit. Who knows? We don't know. And if we say he going to jail, shit, he won't have the resource to his money. He'll probably have a bunch of enemies. Who to say she won't be like, hey, oh, that nigga in there? Then an actual
fam.
cop killer in there?
Nah, fam. I don't see that one.
I'm just
He
saying,
had her
if it
chance.
was to happen, some would see it as justice. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a fucked up way because we like the character, but I mean, let's be honest, he did some fucked up shit himself. So
Listen. I don't see it. Franklin gonna survive. He's going to jail. Franklin, let me put it this way. Franklin is gonna be Lorenz Tate at the end of Dead Presidents.
that's why I said start the Al
Green
Green
for my
up.
motherfucking country. Huh?
That's why I said start the Al Green up.
Exactly. Hell yeah. When Al Green start playing at the end, I know the season is over. I'm like, no.
I don't know. If any of y'all ever watched Power, look how Ghost went out. The irony of how he went out.
Hey, but Ghost still alive.
Yeah, man, that man ain't dead, man.
Yeah. He's still alive. He can't. Yeah, you know he back.
The man dead, bro. His character died.
Oh, bro, have you? Hold on. You ain't watched the new shit, bro? He's still alive.
Yes, I watched the Book of Ghosts. He's dead.
Bro, that man's
I'm
still
waiting on a new
alive.
season now, motherfucker. What you mean?
Bro, I'm telling you, that man is not dead.
Yeah, the actual actor, yeah, he's still alive. Yeah.
No. Wait till the new season. Wait till the new season.
Unless they
You
finna do
be
like a
what the fuck? I thought they killed you.
That's the only way he coming back. Unless they finna do a Poltergeist / Ghostbuster crossover, but rather than that, Ghost is gone, bro.
Man, no, he ain't.
Yeah.
Ghost is gone.
Yeah. He ain't gone, man. Did you see the autopsy?
You see what?
Did you see the funeral? Did anybody see this nigga in the casket?
Exactly. Furman, German, Furman. The guy's a racist. No, but I'm just saying, bro. Just saying. But yeah, man.
I just feel Melanie would frankly, I think it would be a good way to end the show.
No. Franklin don't die. Man, hey, not 93. Go somewhere. Get out.
I'm just saying.
Go, man. Go.
We like the character.
You always trying to see because he's dark skinned. If he was light skinned, you'd be like, well, they should just let the brother go to jail. Hey, man, take your colorism ass on somewhere, man. Get out. Go.
I think it would be a good way. Not good, but it's like
nigga, this is not New Jack City.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, what goes up must come down, brother.
Hell no. Frank, go to jail, do your time, get out because they basing it off Freeway Ricky Ross. He ain't dead. Come on now.
Well, ain't no Vlad interviews in his future juice, so
bullshit.
You ain't got the answer, Juice. I'm trying to tell you.
Shit, Frank is gonna be there. Now I don't know about the other folks, but Frank gonna be there. Cause it'd be funny at the end. It's like he was narrating the whole story. That's just my story living in LA. You know what I'm saying?
And that's when he gonna be going to, his cell. God's gonna walk.
Oh my God!
Gonna tell the God some soliloquy, like mystical shit. And before you know it,
no. That might happen to a light skin. That might happen to a light skinned cat going out like that. No, not Frank. No. What the fuck gonna happen to Scully?
I don't know.
I see that nigga going out like Chris Tucker out for Dead President.
I said, I don't inspire that motherfucker come a minister, goddamn. At this point.
That is true. The nigga gave everybody acid though at the wedding. That was fucked up.
Hey, because I told somebody work. Hey, did y'all notice the couple fucking on the couch?
Yes, we saw the couple fucking in the back.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one.
Come on now. But if that's all we got for us predictions, This colorism ass nigga.
I'm just saying.
We can move on to the next topic at hand.
All right. Well, I jump straight into it, guys. They always hear it, which I do agree. Today's athletes are stronger, faster, and bigger. But they also say, today's athletes are softer, the games are not the same. They stay hurt. And that's a good question. If these athletes are in a less physical game, and they're supposed to be more physically adapted and evolved, why do they seem to be more hurt? At least to us. What are you guys' opinions?
First off, I don't agree with that notion that today's athletes are more superior. I just don't. Now,
No?
medicines are better and technology has enhanced, but if that's the case, I mean, we wouldn't have people. Put you this way. Let me give a good example before I say this. How tall is Larry Bird?
6'8", 6'7".
No, I think Larry Bird like 6'10".
But I have no fucking idea.
I think Larry Bird's like 16. Okay. In that case, Kevin McHale, 16.
Okay.
Anthony Davis, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin McHale couldn't even jump over his shadow.
Right.
This man played with a fucked up, broken ankle and some chucks, giving niggas buckets.
Right.
Anthony Davis falls on his ass 2 times in the game. He's not coming back for at least 2 weeks. I don't necessarily think that's a good representation for every athlete, but I do feel like maybe they're faster. I'll give the faster thing because of the Olympics and the records that was broken or whatever, whatnot. But then the stronger part is like, how many niggas is really knocking out dudes like Mike Tyson was back in the day? Deontay Wilder was doing. He got his. Well, we ain't gonna talk about it. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, the question was what? Why?
Yeah, why do we think that they seem to be more injured? On a perception, because players in the day, they would play through injuries, and it's a good explanation for that. But just overall,
why do we hold on? So say it one more time. Why do we who?
Why do these players that seem, like you said, more faster, more physically evolved than play athletes of the past, always seem to get more hurt? I have an explanation, but I just want to hear y'all's. Like, you just made Kevin McHale great example.
In my personal opinion, some of them on supplements. Huh?
Okay.
They, you putting all this stuff in your body, and it's not gonna necessarily react like you think. And not saying people wasn't doing steroids back in the day, because that's a fucking lie, because there's a lot of motherfuckers would. But it's like nowadays they got a supplement for a supplement, if you get my drift. So it's like the more in the later, the more technology, the more medicines that came out, it could be used in a good way. And we can't neglect to state the fact that it can be used in a harmful way as well. So it's all about not abusing, your powers that be, in my opinion. If that answers your question. I just feel like nowadays it ain't because the game changed. Because if you want me to be honest, I mean, basketball was a lot tougher back then than it is now.
Yeah.
Football. Lawrence Taylor could break your leg, and he was still in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, please, somebody, one of y'all, tell me that the game now is harder and more physical than it was back then. Please, I'm willing to listen to this.
Nah, I ain't got shit to say about that one. I think it's probably more so of like the load management type of shit, to where people take off a couple of days. They ain't trying to play too much about this, or that they just be playing around and lollygagging and shit until like the fourth quarter, and then just rather play like hard and all that shit. So I think because um like back then, like everybody played every fucking game. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or like no problems about that shit. If you okay to run up and down the court, your ass gonna play. And I think now since it's just all about trying to hold off and just be patient and just have them to have a off game of like 10 games out of the season or 20 games out of the season, then I think whenever Jay is able to like play again and come back every once in a while, hell yeah, people gonna get hurt. Now, AD, bro, he just get hurt all the fucking time, like for any fucking thing, like off of any and everything. And the man can slip and fall. He out for like probably 2.5 months or some shit like that. So yeah, but it's also people who play every game now as well and don't be getting hurt at all. So I think it's just all about the load shit. They trying to take their time and be off here and there and all that shit. Shit, I think it fuck them up in the long run, honestly.
Okay.
Wow.
I respect both of you guys' answer. I got one, and I'm definitely no goddamn brain no science major, but try to simplify it. Force equals mass times velocity. I was speaking on today's athletes being more physically evolved, which is just true. I mean, you got centers running the floors like this. You got point guards jumping out the roofs like small forwards and wing players. That's all great, and it looks beautiful, and it makes Sports Center highlights, but to some, it was deemed undoable. Prime example, let's take I'm gonna take the great Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson at his prime was a freak of an athlete that most people had never seen before. He had one of the two greatest combinations for any athlete: size and speed. It looks great, but people always underline and forget about the major parts of the body which controls all this. It holds all this together, your joints. If a 310 small forward or power forward can jump like a point guard, it looks good, but when he comes down, the force that he's putting on his body, his bones and joints is damaging. That's why people told Zion, you need to lose weight. We scared. You're so athletic. We're scared for you. Ja Morant, you're so explosive. Oh my God, you're so explosive. We got to protect him because we're scared at the way he plays. He plays 0 to nothing. To be that size and move the way he does and the way his body, just the way he moves. And also, like we just spoke on NFL, I believe the last 2 seasons, they extended the amount of games these guys are playing, like Thursday night football games. When that was first, initiated, the league, was against it. Not the league per se, but the NFL Player Association was against that. Man, you're adding more games to a more, regardless of generation, it's still a physical sport. You're just giving these guys more opportunities to hurt each other. You got guys like Michael Vick, Lamar Jacksons, Aaron Donalds, these once in a generation athletic players being able to do things that they shouldn't be doing in the way their body contorts, and you just giving them more opportunity to keep contorting that way, you're lining up more possibility for injuries. So I do think it's the amount of games they play. I do think it's, like you said, like I was saying, excuse me, I'm all over the place. Their evolution of their body is a pro, but it's also a con because these guys like LeBron, these once in every generation athletes, the things that they're doing that scientifically someone of their body type shouldn't be doing, it's putting mileage, it's putting bruises, it's putting bang-ups on those joints because those joints are not expecting someone of that size to move the way they move. Like Russell Westbrook in his prime had no business moving the way he was moving to science, standards. They always say it all the time. Players of the 80s and 70s lift weights. Players today train. So that could be a factor in they maybe don't train their muscles much as they should. But to debunk that, muscle weighs more than fat. So I just think it's the joints not evolving, but the players are. Bones are going to be bones. Everybody's bones are different, but joints can only take so much. That's just to sum all it up. I know I was all over the place, but I think it's force equals mass times velocity. You know what I'm saying? You got a big motherfucker moving fast on so much they bones can handle.
I was gonna say I can agree with some of that, but I still disagree. I don't like when we see centers run up and down the floor. I mean, Shaq did it when he first got in the league. With Chamberlain, I mean, you gotta go watch one of his documentaries. It's documented. He was like a Olympic athlete. Like he was, yes, he could run up and down the floor. When his younger years, yes, he was doing that. Bill Russell was doing it. Like they were competing in like track and field, like they were actual athletes. And maybe some other people that was before my time. It's just it wasn't it wasn't YouTube and it wasn't no VHS just out and we could just watch and see these games and see right.
I
so
love that what you bringing up because it's another fact I think we overlook it. And we just spoke the first topic of the show about insecurities and everything and trauma. Have we ever thought like because the integration of social media, outside noise, and maybe influencing some of these people thought like, let's say you a team doctor. Let's take the tour situation. We all can get on our phone and see that clip over and over and over. So that's not putting pressure on the person that signed him off the play, right? You know, I do think it's that aspect of having society like, oh man, you know, you make this money, oh man, you this, you that. Do y'all feel that affects some of these players sometimes too?
You know, not to cut you out, but society can't take care of you. You know, like if you're an athlete, you got to be an idiot if you're sitting here worrying about what a million people saying about you. Okay, so you go out here and then something fatal happened to you. Then what? Well, at least I went out and proved them. What you proved to them? Because then they're gonna just disregard you like a piece of flesh, and they're gonna go on to the next best thing, right?
Right.
Derrick Rose never thought that Chicago would ever trade him. Former MVP brought them back to relevance since Michael Jordan. And like Vaughn say all the time, these athletes don't owe these franchises nothing.
Nope.
You know? So I mean, I get what you're saying, but I just not saying you do it, but I see a lot of younger content creators that speak on sports, especially basketball. It's like they just disregard the old era, like it never existed, or they try to downplay and say, "Well, it was doctors, it was no, they wasn't doctors, they was handymen and store workers." Yeah, because they didn't have the money opportunities that nowadays athletes
I think
have.
that plays some part of it too, because like you said, they didn't have these guaranteed contracts like these players do. Like, hey,
and it goes into what Warren said. They would play every game because they didn't have the money.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe today's athlete. Put it this way: LeBron is bigger than Michael Jordan. I don't know about faster, because that's a debate. We can easily say, well, yeah, just looking off eye test, yeah, LeBron faster. I mean, you really got to go watch Michael Jordan and say, okay.
In his youth, whew, I don't, definitely not now, but in his youth, it could be a debate in his youth.
I'm just keeping it real. Like, it's a tie, I think, with speed, but we'll give LeBron the bigger, of course. He's 6'8", 250. Now, athletics wise, are you really gonna say LeBron James is more athletic than Michael Jordan?
It's a toss up, man.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? I know somebody that's more athletic than both of them in his heyday. Vince Carter.
Shit, that man was jumping out the gym.
I mean, come on now. That people made a big deal about LeBron jumping over a little ass dude that was about my height. Vince Carter jumped over a fucking tree.
Absolutely.
You know, Michael Jordan was dunking on trees too. LeBron has too. Not gonna sit and say he ain't. I'm just saying though, you could just, I mean, it's hard for me to say, well, yeah, you know, the athletes not, bro. Vince Carter, what?
Well, I kind of
What?
count Vince in that realm because when did Vince come in the league? Like 96, 97,
98.
98. Like, and it seemed like we use Vince, we use T-Mac, use Russell, we use Derrick Rose. It's like it's so many athletes because we keep going down. Like, man, these boys jumping out of gym. I'm not saying guys in Jordan and Magic era wasn't, but the big thing that made Michael Jordan stand out, nobody kind of could match his athletic prowess at the time because
Dominique
things that he
Wilkins.
was training and doing, you got kids now emulating that in high school.
I mean, yeah, hold on, that's true. Dominique Wilkins
Dominique
and
Wilkins,
see Vaughn
okay,
and,
Neek,
and,
Clyde.
and see
Don
and see
Kemp.
Vaughn and see Vaughn. Hold on, I gotta say this. You see what you just said? It goes back into technology. You saying, well, we got high school kids now emulating that. You don't think we don't have the proof to go back and look at Jordan and all these people in high school? You don't think that it was some athletic people? Earl Manigault. We hear the legend about Earl Manigault, the GOAT, right? They said this man could jump up and it's just word of mouth. Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J, they all said this man had unbelievable ups to be 6'1", 6'1" to 6'3", one of the two. But I mean, we don't. I mean, I just feel like stuff over the years evolved. You know, Elgin Baylor was the first slashing, high flying star, dunking. Dr. J took it and took it to another level. Him and I want to say, what is it, Skywalker, David Thompson.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I mean, everything evolved over time, and Vince Carter come through and all that. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, truth be told, let me ask you this: you say Vince Carter is in that same realm, right? I disagree. Vince Carter got to be, he's in the middle because there's no way you telling me Vince Carter is more athletic. It's a tie. It's a toss-up. I'm gonna say this: Vince Carter. The only two people that I can honestly say that would give Vince Carter a run for his money in athleticism, in my opinion, is Gerald Green, who used to play for Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
or
He has
Zach
done it, but
LaVine.
you don't think Blake Griffin his prime?
Maybe,
I
maybe,
don't know, man. Blake got
maybe.
up, boy.
Blake had a lot of weight on him and big to do the stuff he was doing. So yeah, he could
Right.
do it. He could do it. I'm saying, like, you could tell like Vince was just like he had validity in the air. Blake, he did too for a big dude. But I'm talking about it's just Blake wasn't never gliding in the air
Glad,
to
yeah, I would
me.
say he took away my Vince like that motherfucker
He
was
was just more
walking on air.
attack. Right. Vince and Michael Jordan, hell, Zach LaVine, it's like they gliding to the basket. Clyde, you know. So it's like I don't agree with it. It's like they put it out there, so we run with it. Like, yeah, today's athlete is more superior. I mean, if that's the case, why is Jim Brown record for yards after the catch? I think it took how long? I don't even think nobody broke it. Honestly, that man had like 4 or 5 people on the carrying their ass, getting them yards though. Look at O.J. Simpson, running back. I mean, yeah, we can sit here and go to his crime, but in his heyday, I'm looking at highlights and I'm like, yo, he kind of got like a Barry Sanders slash, like, I haven't seen anybody close to Barry Sanders
No, absolutely.
in any recent years.
Absolutely. The king of improvisation, man, because he damn sure had no goddamn blocking.
Exactly. So I'm like, yo, like, is we really gonna sit here and say, well, today's athlete, man, give me Barry Sanders and Walter Payton any day of the week, and I'm
Okay.
destroying somebody's team.
Yeah.
You know, I
So
don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. You're right. You know, but it's just like I'm kind of leaning more what Warren's saying, as far as you trying to do load management, but it's knocking you out of your rhythm to the point where when you got to think about it. We don't know it, but I've been to a professional game before, And it's like what we see on TV times that by like 10 when you in real, real life seeing them on the court. Man, it's going by so goddamn fast. It is super fast going up and down that basketball court. So it's like, I mean, the game, it's like with that being said, it's like what people don't understand when Popovich was load managing the Spurs, I'm pretty sure he still had them practice. Or they might have went through a walkthrough just to keep them fresh. I think a lot of people just think load management mean, hey, sit your ass down, don't do no activity. And then you telling them to come back off that risk and then play a professional game. That speed
Right.
is different. That that's gonna fuck up your joints, your bones, you know. Like Charles Barkley say all the time, it's one thing to be in shape, it's a whole nother thing to get in basketball shape.
That's true. That is very true. Any sport shape, regular civilian shape is different from a world class athlete shape. It is very true.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Do do you have it in your head as well that like people like have more activities nowadays compared to like back when
No,
people was playing every day?
no. If you're saying endorsements wise, of course, but I mean, I just spoke earlier, and I'm gonna bring it up again. The environment of social media and the accessibility you have when you leave the arena, the stadiums, wherever you go, because you see fans now, everybody quick to pull out a smartphone. Back then in the 70s, 80s, 60s, that didn't exist. So,
Right.
it's rumors about Larry Bird getting in bar fights the nights before the game. Only reason we don't have recollection of it, or actual proof of it, because there were no smartphones.
Right.
Wilt Chamberlain, if you know, you know, because there were no smartphones.
Absolutely.
Damn Skippy.
Nobody leaked the tape.
They need to.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I don't want to see it. Look, I think these players now got just as much activity as those guys back then. It's just the involvement of social media and everywhere you go. Oh, that's so and so. And put my phone out. It's human seeing a celebrity. Unless your ass walking around with a Polaroid camera or one of them big motherfuckers back from the 60s,
Right.
Your life was really in private once you got off TV. So, but I also, like I said, I just brought up social media. Juice was saying, how could these athletes let fans? I don't think it's just the athletes, the front offices, everybody, But I think that's always been a part of any athlete's psyche, because in the day they're still human, And I don't want to go down this foxhole and just keep bringing up Michael Jordan's name. His biggest, thing about the myth of Michael Jordan, he would hold on to anything, uses motivation. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. If you watch the Showtime series, Pat Riley coming up to him at the halftime, hey man, they voted, just the rookie voting. What? They really voted. They only gave me that many votes and I'm in the finals and he ain't. You know what I'm saying? I think players have always used that motivation, no matter how much they try to deny it. Oh, I don't pay attention to Skip Bayless. Oh, I don't pay attention to Shannon Sharp. Oh, I don't watch Sports Center. They may not watch it firsthand, but a family member, homeboy, agent, hey man, you hear this shit? You check this out. Oh, please believe the info get to these motherfuckers. Don't think they don't hear this shit. No much as they try to downplay it. Come on. It's just human nature, regardless of your status, of your tax bracket. It's human nature. It just is what it is. But if anybody got something to say, we can go ahead and move along, man.
I got one more question. Do you think LeBron will ever go on undisputed?
I don't know, man. I don't think he will. I think he's doing this, trying to do his own media thing. It's like, I would love to see him on some podcast here. I would love to have him on here if that was possible in the future. I just don't see it happening. I don't think he will.
I mean, I don't think Skip will be his biggest problem. I think Shannon drooling over him is go change Skip. Look at him. What up, boy? How you doing? Oh, go James. I can see him with that dumbass crown on his head. Oh my God. With that goat mask. Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't think I'm surprised, and I think that just because his relationship with Richard Jefferson and Channing Frye, he did that podcast the summer after they won with the Lakers. So like I said, if it ain't the shop, you know what I'm saying, I don't see him doing too many sit down interviews unless it's on probably his platform. I assume. I'm still
Why
waiting
in
to see
the
him on All
shop
the
they be
Smoke. I
acting
think
like they
that'll
be
be dope.
saying some deep? Excuse me, what I'm about to say. Why on the shop they be acting like they be saying some deep shit? I'm like, nigga, that's common sense. Why everybody like, wow? Like certain people talking, you know, they just giving their respect because they just nut riding. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm just gonna say a certain rapper that they praise as if he's almighty. And you know, he could say a certain thing, they be like, wow, bro, that's deep, bro. I'd be like, bro,
Hey, I
that's
mean,
common
that's
sense.
it. Like I just went to the last thing by human nature. You know, I always say we get caught up in the messages sometimes instead of the message. You know, me, you, and Juan can say some shit that's food for thought. Motherfucker look at it as fast food. A certain person who I know who you alluding to could say it, but because of their status and their tax bracket and the cachet and the name, their lore, it comes as if they struck gold. Is it fair? No, but it's the name. You know, it is what it is.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm finna say mute cut his hair. Um,
I should like it. I'm trying to get mine like this sometime in the future.
bro, the dirty mop look ain't cool, bruh. It ain't cool, bruh.
It's the roots. It's
It
the
is not
roots. So.
roots.
But brother Shakur, I believe it falls upon you, brother.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Fellas. Can
Oh
I
yeah.
talk to y'all for a minute?
So
Um, you know, not to bring the mood down, but you know, we have lost, you know, a couple people this month. Well, last month, unfortunately, and you know, I want to say RIP and condolences to their families. And you know, I just hope and pray that, you know, we don't have to look towards any more tragedies for the rest of this year. I know that's asking for a lot because I understand life still gotta happen, but I just,
or
you know, nobody likes losing anybody. But with that being said, you know, we did lose Coolio,
Yeah.
ironically, on my birthday. Um, and it made me think of a question that, you know, I just want to get a little quick insight from y'all. What celeb's death took you by surprise?
um
Go
the
ahead.
only thing I can just have it in my head was just a tad with one or whatever, because I mean I didn't hear anything about him even having cancer or anything like that. And also, he just played like a huge role up in Black Panther. He's a hero now and everything. And then just out of the blue, shit, yo, he just passed away. But I was like, damn, like, what the world happened? Then shit, yo, come to have it like he had cancer for a while and everything, and he already knew that he had a certain amount of time and everything. And I was like, damn, that is crazy. So yeah.
Absolutely agree. I remember that night when I looked at the post. I just, you know, yelled at my girl like, "Man, are you fucking serious?" And I held up the phone and she just was stunned, you know. Man, when you're on top of your game, on top of the world, and then, you know, we never know. We never
Yeah.
know. Brother Vaughn.
Two to me, one that's become very known and discussed. Us ourselves have discussed it and talked about this gentleman before on the show. Nipsey Hussle's uh killing. I'm gonna say passing. I mean assassination.
Mm-hmm.
How you want to label it? Murder.
Right.
I remember where I was. I remember the day it was on a Sunday, and I remember I was talking to my girl, and we were laying in bed. And I remember she said it, and I was like, "What? Like, man, get out here!" I had to hop on my phone and see it. If you're familiar with his career, man, you know he kind of always had like that underground appeal to him. You know that indie movement. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, he just finally, he has a lot of music out, but that was Victory Lap was his first official debut major album, actual album, because you know he dropped so many, the Marathon Continues and Slauson Boy and this and that mixtape series. You know, people were waiting and, you know, salivating for his debut album. especially as a fan of the brother's work. And it's just like, man, him getting some of that notoriety to the masses of the mainstream, and him doing some interviews, making it to the Grammys. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Right when he was kind of getting his flowers, as people like to say. And the second, just being honest, another LA native, a child of LA, be Kobe Bryant's passing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember what I was doing. I was going to work. Just like the prior incident, my girlfriend broke the news to me. I had to get on my phone, like, hold on. Because I was literally at work watching the highlight of LeBron James passing him on the scoring list. They were playing the 76ers. They were in Philly. They lost the game. And I seen a tweet Kobe sent out to him. And if I'm not mistaken, LeBron said, after the game, we talked on the phone for a while. So I don't know. I imagine not. Who knows? LeBron could be one of the last people to actually hear his voice. And, you wake up and you're on the team playing, the news spreading, this man that you played with against, probably idolized yourself growing up at some point, to the point where people were saying y'all were rivalries, had a rivalry going on, and like, damn, he's no longer here. So that's one I think shook me and the whole world. And I was not the biggest Kobe fan, but I can't deny what he brought to the game. So that
Absolutely. I mean, Kobe was definitely one for me. I ain't gonna lie. One, well, I'm gonna say two that kind of took me off guard, and it's crazy because while they were alive, they were made out to. They have so many comedians that would joke on them and just clown them, and movies talk about them, and of course, they're iconic. I think two with me is number one, Michael Jackson, and number two, Prince. Because I mean, you know how Michael Jackson has always been in the media talks, like some way, shape, or form. You remember those tabloid magazines that you see when you be standing in line getting ready to check out? And they have like a Michael Jackson face on there, or he sleep in a chamber, or, just random shit used to always be about this man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all may think I'm crazy, but I never thought Michael Jackson was gonna die. Never. Like,
shit, I still have a couple of questions about his deaths. Like, that shit just odd to me.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
everybody do.
Bro, I was like, damn, Michael Jackson gonna outlive me. Like, bro, he was so like, it took him to leave for this title to come up. They said he was literally the most popular person in the world. Like, literally now they give that title to Michael Jordan. But before that, they literally say, yo, Michael Jackson was literally the most popular person on earth ever besides Jesus.
Right.
I said, damn.
They had grown men fainting shit.
Right. And I had to think about
everybody, yes, everybody was in love with that man, for real.
That is true. I mean, literally the only person that could even somewhat of rival his popularity, and I'm not sure if he even got it, was Muhammad Ali. And I mean, man, it was like when he left, I was like, yo, Michael Jackson really died. Like, you know how some people just spread rumors? I was like, man, that man ain't dead. No, he really died. And then when Prince died, that was left field. Like, I was just chilling one day. Like, R&B icon Prince died. What? Like, then you start hearing stories about he wasn't sick. He was out riding his bike a couple days prior to this, and all of a sudden he just fall out sick dead. I don't know. All this shit seems skeptical to me.
Right.
And one of the reasons why I bring it up is because if you Coolio, a couple months before he just passed, he had a video. I did some research, and he was saying how he was like, one of the major artists, but his hardcore fans were, I mean, not to be on the racial tip, but they were, Caucasian.
Mhm.
And he knew that they listened to him. And, he had a few modest hits under his belt, but, you know, he wanted to speak out on a lot of things that he experienced, within the industry. And he was like, he noticed how he would get threats, random calls and threats. His son went to jail on his first offense, like did real prison time off his first offense. And you was like, damn, ain't in most cases they give you probation? It wasn't like he killed nobody or nothing. Like it wasn't even nothing major. It's just he ended
Right.
up, getting caught up in something, put him in jail. Um, then it just made me question. Like he was like, man, I've been approached on, the that funny time business, the alphabetic, who's done approached him on some funny shit. He wasn't down with it. And he was like, man, it's just other things I could speak on in this industry. But the moment I kind of started to kind of voice that in interviews, that's when the threats started to come. That's when I started to get arrested more often. That's when my son went to prison. That's when all this bad stuff started happening. And the moment that they saw I wasn't going to talk about it no more, he said everything just miraculously disappeared. So it's just like, it made me go, damn, if the industry is really that deep and shit is really that cold,
I mean,
hey, don't sign me up for none of that shit.
I
I
mean,
don't want none of it.
it's crazy you bring that up. I think it was a clip I seen on a reel on YouTube. Michael Jackson's one of his nephews was saying that the two men you just were talking about, Prince and him, Michael Jackson himself, he says before their passing, because I believe both of them, I think Mike owns a stake in Sony and Prince owned his
Mm-hmm.
masters. Like Prince was so
Mm-hmm.
strict by his music. If y'all don't remember, he didn't want certain people performing or doing covers to his song. Like
Mhm.
he was strict on that. Like it's a video of Trey Songz performing I think Color uh Purple Rain, excuse me. I was say Color Purple Rain, and Prince's face was just like, what in the fuck? Neither here or there, but he says, notice once they're passing, all their music seemed accessible. Like I remember in 2015 or 2014 trying to listen to Prince on YouTube or certain
Oh,
streaming
that wasn't
sites,
happening.
huh?
Oh, that wasn't happening.
That like you couldn't access none of his music.
Mm-hmm.
Because for years he went against, the machine. Like I remember one time he put the word slave on his face
Yep.
because he was going against music execs and saying how they steal from the artists their work. And you're basically a slave. And Michael Jackson, he one time said in an interview, like not even an interview, I think he was at an album release or something. He was somewhere in Times Square, I guess. And he was saying how, a lot of these regular execs, he was speaking from his own experience, like look at some of those artists as just, dumb, merchandise that they can put out and put in front of the camera. And especially when the artist is soft spoken, he was describing the artist, he was basically saying himself, because I'm soft spoken, I present myself a certain way, they think I'm dumb. Like, no, I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Even when Eminem kind of took jabs at him out of fun, Eminem being Eminem, he bought Eminem's masters.
Yep.
Yep.
Eddie Griffin was on Vlad TV, was saying how they was somewhere in a video shoot and Paul McCartney was like all these big stars, and Mike asked him, he did a voice, how much would you sell the Beatles for? And Paul said, kind of jokingly, tongue in cheek, oh, I don't know, maybe 70 mil. Mike said, okay. Paul went to his trailer, he came back, and while he was gone, said Mike got on the phone with his people, and he said, hey, it should be hitting by a couple of days. Like, what you talking about? I just bought the Beatles. He's like, you can't buy the Beatles. He was like, that's a lot of money I just gave you. And Eddie Griffin, like, that's gangster. That's gangster right there.
Yeah.
You can't buy the
Yeah.
Beatles. He bought that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it do make you think, like, this man has so much power and he has such a great catalog himself. And he recognized that. You think any other Zex and ARs and COs don't want that? I bring up
Right.
R. Kelly. Not to get off topic, Juice. I say y'all call him this, y'all call him that, but the numbers show once he got the verdict went down, his streaming sales went up, his numbers went up.
Absolutely.
Who owns his fucking music?
He sold all his royalties and publishing, so I
Who
don't
owns it?
know. It got to be the record label.
See?
Got to be. He didn't know. He barely knew how to read. Not even picking on it, but I'm just saying. He even tell you, he had a reading problem. So I ain't no telling how many contracts he done signed, giving away all this stuff, masters. And why is he? I mean, think about it. I mean, no offense. I mean, no offense to nobody here, but I'm just saying, like, this is just my personal opinion. They say if you really believe some of these celebrities that say they millionaires or billionaires, ask yourself, why are they still doing the same hustle that they did back when they ain't have shit?
Right.
And I know what they saying. Basically, if you really a billionaire, why you still performing?
True. Jay-Z ain't dropped the album in I don't know how fucking long.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
don't need to.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, why? I mean, what's the point? I mean, Jay-Z literally can live off his investments. Not saying that I'm counting his pockets, telling him what to do. I'm just saying it is kind of ironic that the man do be dropping new albums, and it's cool if he just got a passion and love for it. But it's like, at this point, bro, why? Like, I mean, I know some people might be like, "Oh, well, you wrong," and why he can't keep. I mean, yeah, if he loves doing it, hey, more kudos to him. I wouldn't be touring.
Shit, I would have more of a problem if he was dropping albums talking about the same old shit from like the Blueprint and all this other shit. But
now with that,
he's dropping out album talking about these paintings for 2 million and 10 million, talking about these yachts and all this, all of this shit. So yeah,
I mean, bro, he's dropping game. A lot of people, the most underrated track that we'll go back and look at years later and be like, yo, this shit is deep, is the story of OJ.
Right.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not dropping valuable game. I'm just saying that I wouldn't just me personally. I'm not touring no more. Like, I'm not putting none of that excruciating schedule on my body. Like, I worked hard in my youthful years so I can enjoy.
Well, it seems like the only time he really tours is usually with his wife. I think if they do a joint tour.
Yeah, why she touring?
Shit, hell, she probably loving Juice. Hell, she's still active in music. Jay-Z's not as much active as he used to be. She still is.
That's true. But I mean, okay, look at Rihanna. Rihanna ain't doing shit.
Because she's a billionaire. She got a whole clothing empire.
And putting on makeup.
Yeah, she has a whole clothing empire. Definitely not counting other people's pockets. I know Beyonce got some M's, but I don't think she hit that B yet. Because it definitely could be coming. So who knows?
She better do another Austin Powers Shazam! Oh, but
he's stupid.
Man, that was great topic. Great topic.
Absolutely.
I try not to give out random ass, crazy ass topics like some people say.
Right.
He ain't got his partner in crime now, so everything seems a little out of whack for him.
Right.
I think it's still on me, ain't it?
Well, Brother Shakur, at this time, if you don't mind, if I do the honors, it's been a while since I do this, so let me bring them in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the show, shame upon you. But if you're not, at this time, this is when I get a little ailment, a little under the weather. The seasons are coming upon us. And it's only one man that can cure the ailment within us. I'm talking about the prescriber of love.
Mm-hmm.
The connoisseur of poetry.
Yes.
The king of get that in pocket.
Quick.
Yes, sir. Brother Shakur, could you let them know we need them?
When the heart has been broken and the climbing lows, I need a man who will make us close. I need a love doctor.
Yeah, y'all. We back up in this thing. And yes, I am the love doctor. coming to you once again with the love connection. Brother Von, the villain. Thank you for that immaculate intro.
Yes, 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 yes.
Do I got my fellow player in here? Do I got my brother Whiskey in this place?
What's up?
Right. I mean, I noticed that, my boy Gorilla Pimpin', he ain't here, shout out to him. I
Right,
was
right,
one of
right.
those other guy, that like to, pay for school shoes and toys and he like to mow yards and cook
Petty.
grits and
I go simping, petty simping all
you
day.
know, shout out to that dude,
Right.
So without further ado, fellas, I feel like it's a lot of game to be given, so I think it's only right that the love doctor give it.
Well, good doctor, I have an ailment that I would like to get a prescription for. So
Right,
it's like
right,
I got a
right.
question for you.
All right,
You
all right.
and Brother Whiskey.
Come on in.
Gentlemen, doing sexual coitus, fucking as some people like to label it. What is a non-sexual thought that popped up in your mind? Just a random thought that popped up in your mind. Our random thoughts.
Well, first and foremost, young brother, let me tell you something. See, y'all like to call it fucking, you young people, you know what I'm saying? Until
Okay.
you middle-aged people, they like to call it, fornicating, having sex, But to the love doctor and to all the jazzy ass women out there, we like to get our groove on, we like to groove with it, you know what I'm saying? So the question stands as, what random thoughts flies in the head of the love doctor as he's prescribing his love?
Yes.
First and foremost, I mean, when I'm not admiring the festivities that lays upon me, you know, from the
Right.
rootin' to the tootin', girl, that thing is booting, you know. Um, I have to first admire this queen that I am currently conquering in the quest of the journey I'm about to take her on. I'm about to take her on a ride, take her down to another land, not the
Right.
motherland, another land. And as I'm doing that, I like to think to myself, that you know, not only is this a fun experience, but I also have to think of different and unique ways to catch off guard. See, a lot of y'all don't think like that. See, y'all too busy over there thinking about, ooh, did I pay the light bill? Ooh, did I turn that stove off? Ooh, I need to go wash my ass. Ooh, you know, I wish you let me lick it one time, Vaughn. But me personally, I think surprise ways, to, just throw off a game. She might be up there riding, then all of a sudden you might want to, what I'm saying, pick her up in the midst of the ride. Now you in control. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
always want to keep your head in the game. You don't want to be over here thinking about no grocery lists, what time you wake up and go to work in the morning, things of that nature, because God is giving you a blessing of that woman's nectar. So
Right.
what you shall do is focus on the
Okay.
task. You can't sit here and be sitting here focusing on everything other than what's in front of you. Because if you're doing that, then obviously what's in front of you ain't too good to you.
Okay.
Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I'm in here
Okay.
preaching.
Well, to
Now,
give
if
my
that answered your question,
yeah, it did. Yes, yes, good
you know,
doctor.
you know,
Uh,
you know,
to make
what I
mine
think
short,
about randomly, I'm thinking about her,
well,
getting
me
her
personally,
behind.
I think about Bill Cosby at random points.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Wild
whoa,
verse.
whoa, No,
Wow.
you not
Why?
start no conversation on when you think about another man while man,
Why?
come on,
Why?
man.
I explain why.
What in the pocket pudding is you thinking about?
Bill Cosby is my mental trigger to help me last longer when I'm grooving, because you know you can be grooving, you get so lost in that sauce, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And, you know, sometimes your time's up, you know, you may want to extend that time on that stove a little longer. So you try to think of something non-sexual or something that could be deemed repulsive to kind of, you know, not take you over that edge, take you over the top. And me, it's Bill Cosby. I seen it on a film. I can't remember exactly the film, but I think a gentleman was trying to reach climax. And he kept saying Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby, and it stopped him. So I said, I'm gonna try that one time. And I tried it in the past before, and every now and then I tap into it, and it seems to work.
You do realize we posting this episode, right?
Yeah, shout out to Bill.
So if we get any more celebrity attraction or attention on this, they gonna know that you listening to Sir Spanish Fly in the midst of your grooving. Oh my God.
Okay. Hey,
You just I don't know what to say about you. You just
I'm open book,
that's
man.
too
I'm open book.
goddamn much.
Like, ain't no telling what other people think about what they do to prevent themselves from coming quick when you lost in the sauce and that thing is thing and when it's good to you. So I mean, hey, I'm just open about mine.
Listen, your
It used to be kids, used to
fornification.
be starving kids in Africa.
Listen. And you just as Lion King as ever on that too. Um, listen, your fornification shouldn't always be used with your imagination.
Well, why not?
Now it's
Best time
okay
to
to
use your
think.
imagination.
If you gotta use your imagination while you partake in fornication, it sounds like that you ain't doing no fornicating, you doing a lot of masturbating.
Man, get the fuck up out of here, man. No, I'm saying like
Bars.
that it actually was. It actually fucking was. I gotta post that clip. But look, like I'm an open-minded lover. So like I like to use my imaginations of, well, if I could tort the body this way, if I stick this in that, if I put my mouth here, this shit.
Whoa, we not gonna gloss over that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna gloss
If I
over that.
stick this here.
You gotta guess to stick. Whoa. Oh, this ain't boxing. Sticking and move.
Hey,
What
it's a
what
wild
is?
boy.
Man, I'm not even gonna ask you. I'm not even gonna ask. No.
That's a wild boy right there, Phil.
What is? Come on.
It's like use my imagination, man. You know, spice things up.
Well, why he over there thinking about Little Bill? Juan, what are you thinking about?
Say the most uncommon thing I think about, I guess, would be shit. Up at this age, I'd be like, damn, how much hours of sleep am I gonna get after this? I'd be thinking like, damn, am I gonna be able to just go on and get up and grab me a couple of drinks after this, or am I just gonna have to hurry up and go to sleep because I gotta wake up early or this or that? That'd probably be the most like uncommon thing. I mean, I don't think about
Can,
no off the wall shit like
can
no
I say something?
bill, but if
Can I
I'm
say
like,
something?
yeah,
Don't you ever call me old again in your life, you antique bastard, you.
I'm just saying it just depends because like I'm probably already like on third round or whatever, and I know her ass
There
is
you
tired
go.
of me. You know what I mean? She tired of me, but I'm just over here trying to get that last hoorah, and it just taking too damn long.
I bet you be
Listen.
breathing all in her face too, don't you?
Woo! Damn!
Y'all fucking childish, bro. Y'all some childish
Sweat
motherfuckers.
coming from your glasses and shit.
Hey,
And your
some niggas,
glasses fogged up.
let me tell you something. Some niggas play Marvin. Some niggas even play Al Green. But when you your own man and you got your own theme song, a nigga like one, you know what he gonna play. She's got it everything. She's got it everything.
I'm
She's got
just saying, man. Look, that's the only uncommon thing that I just, just be doing for the most part. And plus, every once in a while, I would have to like just go on and pop it off any damn way, and I probably be doing something else, and then it don't cross my mind until like 1, 12, 2 in the morning any damn way. So then whenever I start, I'm like, damn, I still have to wake up early. Damn. So yeah,
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I had thought about one random thing one time. This was like years ago. An ex of mine. She we in there doing our thing, grooving. I'm still living with Mom Dukes back then. And in the midst of my goddamn thoughts, I said to myself, man, I'm gonna have to finish that season mode on 2K. I literally thought about that in the midst of it. And it was good. I'm talking about it was awesome. But in the midst of it, it was like, man, I got like 2 more games and I'm gonna be in the goddamn playoffs. I literally thought about that. Literally. I don't know why. I was thinking about the damn video game. And then I got my head back into, back
right.
into the grooving. But I've had maybe 1 or 2 random thoughts, but for the most part, I'm thinking about her. I'm probably gonna pull off a stunt, a move that I done seen off an X-rated movie. Now I'm finna
Reverse
try it on
cowboy. I
her.
got you.
Say who?
Reverse cowboy. I already know.
Whoa, 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 whoa. If it's only
Hey, y'all be
one
putting
thing
y'all
we can all
your
agree,
feet up
me
on
and
their head.
one and the other 2, is there's only one nigga on this panel that deserves the name of a nasty motherfucker.
True,
Because
true,
I
true.
tell you like this, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Vaughn, the thing of it is, on the love connection, we teach men to make the women submit, not the man submitting to the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's still kind of you not really submitting because you in control.
Vaughn,
You
no
what?
matter how you slice and dice it, you're submitting, G. You
You still
popping that
you
pussy.
you,
You're
you
popping
still
that pussy for her. And last time I checked, you were born with
popping that man,
equipment.
Johnny.
Hey, if you want to go in there and play nasty Nate for, you go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. If they don't know who that is, go watch motherfucking Half Baked. Nigga up in there, she up in there asking for that nigga fruit cocktail.
Nah, y'all
But
ever seen the Reverse Missionary?
we don't want to see it. We don't. We're not even interested in the concept of it. Nope. You ain't got to let us know. Nope. I don't know. I don't know what backwards porn you watching, but
Ain't nobody trying to hear
yeah, I'm
any
I
of that
didn't
shit.
watch it, but you know how like you be on the hub or X videos,
no, we don't.
Never mind. They kind of give you a preview and scroll by, like they showing you that some of the action, but you don't click on it. Maybe I don't, but I seen that in the left corner one time. I was scrolling down because you click on the video, you can't help but scroll down to the rest of the
We never gonna have a
recommended or related
celebrity listen to our
sections.
shit ever again.
Huh?
We never gonna have a celebrity listen to our shit ever again.
I'm just saying, bro. But I'm sorry, good doctor. I'm holding up your time. You got other patients to tend to. Thank you, good doctor.
Just wrong. Just wrong. Fellas, can I drop some normal questions for y'all?
Go
Oh yeah.
ahead.
Well, first off, I got a simple question I'm gonna ask, but it's gonna lead to a deeper meaning. All right, y'all ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever made love during a current or previous relationship? Y'all got the flow.
Of course.
Now, when I say this, say it like this. What do you consider making love? I'm not just because you having sex. Like 50 said, I'm in there having sex. I ain't into making love.
Right.
So you need to differentiate the two. What made this particular sessions love making?
I think for one, obviously the emotional connection. I mean,
You was
uh,
crying.
huh?
You was crying.
Nah, nigga, the fuck? I wasn't crying, but I
No, no,
was
no, no,
emotional.
no, no, no.
Oh shit.
My.
I didn't know. Hey, what you said at first? You a fool, bro.
Nah, nah, nigga, I wasn't fucking crying. I was expressing myself emotionally while grooving, as a good doctor stated earlier. Just everything. I was bearing it all out, expressing myself, and that person was doing the same, and it was just as they like to say, two souls intertwined. So I don't want to go deep in detail on a situation like that because it actually was love making. So I think it's just the emotional bond to it. It's the security that you feel in that person's arm and vice versa. That type of shit.
Now she had to hold you after. It's gonna be okay.
Of course, we were holding each other. Of course,
No. She was holding you. Don't.
we were holding each other.
Brother Warren.
Yeah. I would
You
say
sound like a lie.
making love is also like the emotional attachment.
They about to say eating
Um,
pussy.
Damn, is both of you niggas called
it's
Thomas?
it's trying to pleasure your partner in every way that she would want, per se, or whatever. Because shit, if I'm trying to fuck, I'm just trying to get a nut. I ain't worried about the other girl. Honestly, I'm just trying to get me. But yeah, so if you really in love, then you trying to pleasure her in every way possible. Eye contact is a must
So you gonna eat
there.
that
You know
ass?
what I mean? No.
You
Eye
say?
contact.
Did you not
Wait,
say
what did
everywhere
you
she
say,
wants?
Vaughn? What did you say?
So he gonna eat that ass because he said every way she wants. If she wants you to eat her ass, that means you gonna eat that ass, right?
I'm not
Wow.
talking to those type of women, fam. All right?
You don't know.
I'm talking to the woman that won't just dick.
I
And
thought you giving her love. Now you just giving her dick.
bro, stop fucking talking to me, bro. You little nasty bastard. That's the problem with you now, bro. You just fucking disgusting. Stop it.
Oh
Goddamn.
my
But
God.
yeah. Eye contact is a must, you know what I mean? You and you gotta be talking, you know what I mean? Communication. Like hopefully when trying to make like some love, you just trying to tell her all the things up in her ear, you know what I mean, while you up in the normal like the missionary trying to make love type of shit, yeah, all that.
So let me ask y'all a question on top of this. So is missionary the only love making position?
Of course not. First
Vaughn,
off,
yeah, unfortunately I said this, so go ahead.
I like to debunk this theory that like you saying, people have this theory with missionaries the only way that you can get all these emotions, all that body language, all that essence of love making. That's total bullshit. That is her being on top, that's being from doggy style, however you want to label it. You can still convey those same emotions and that same sensuality. You don't, you don't have to, have your goddamn foot on the goddamn headboard, trying to pull out the goddamn extensions and shit like that. But you can still be caressful and still have a right amount of force and still convey those same emotions, those same feelings. You don't have to just be looking at each other face to face.
I just think it is more of a skin to skin contact.
Right. Gotta be buck naked.
To that,
I thought that was the only way you fuck.
No, because sometimes I keep my socks on and white beater and
Oh,
shit.
but that I thought it
I've
was
been
you be
completely
feet
naked
smelling
maybe
like
3
cheese.
times.
Oh my God, this nigga, man.
I mean, shit, you brought it up.
This nigga,
you
man.
only been completely naked 3 times. Hey, when you fucking fell?
Yeah, yeah.
So wait a minute. So you have on like your shirt and your socks or something?
I usually have my socks on. That's just me, not because you know my feet get kind of sweaty, so you know I like to have that grip. Secondly,
My boy gonna have on something, goddamn it. You
Hey,
gotta
yeah,
look
hold
for
on,
the
I
clothes.
hold on.
really
I
am.
gotta ask this. I'm not even sure I want to know. Is you one of them type of niggas that wear a do-rag when you getting some?
No. I've had wore one before. I've had on a goddamn Black Hawks hat and some red Chuck Taylors in a t-shirt one time before. In the bed. I actually had that on in the bed.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Oh shit. This man
This
is
is this is
ridiculous.
this is not Ghetto
That,
Booty Volume 5.
but that
At
wasn't love,
all.
nigga. That was just a mission.
Obviously, I knew it was. You got a
That,
fucking hat
bro,
on.
I go, that right there. I obviously ain't no love making. This nigga got on some
Nah,
red chucks.
nah.
Obviously ain't no fucking love making,
Hell
fam.
yeah, baby. That's a mission right there, goddamn. It can't catch your body.
Right.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
made sure I was a gentleman. I flipped the brim around and I didn't want to hit it in the forehead and nothing, no shit like that. So,
So she just let you wear the hat and you just go in with the chucks in.
well,
He
not
said he flipped the rail.
You flip the brim.
yeah, I didn't want to be poking in the head.
I wasn't trying to be just all the way disrespectful. I just went on and flipped the rail backwards. Well, just take the motherfucker off. Did you just think about that?
No, I didn't.
That's what you call it's been a drought and that nigga ain't gonna miss
It
out on
really
this.
was. It really was. You know what that was, bro? That's when I
What's
first
that?
kind of got that great autumn. It was a drought, and yeah.
Oh my God.
I was mobile now. It was on. Yeah.
Oh my God. So pretty much, I mean, me answering have I ever made love? Yes, I think in my lifetime, maybe twice. I think I've made love twice. And I mean, yes, I think see y'all giving good context to it, but I think with me, I think of more of the effort that's being put in it. Is it the mood being set? Is it foreplay involved? Is the music playing? You know, candles lit? What efforts on the side is making this moment into this moment? I don't want to just hear I was breathing in her face hard because I love. Nah, that just sounds like annoyance. So yeah, man, I had to ask that because it's gonna set up for my next couple of questions. All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, are black males pressured to be great in the bedroom?
Hell yeah, man. Tell you something. And it's hypocritical of me. It's very hypocritical of me because I dabble in porn. But even I have real expectations for someone opposed to regardless how some people want to actually view them, they actually are professionals. Like, if you hear some of these interviews about what these porn stars do to get prepped and how many people be in that room, the expectations, the getting this single. All right, do that again. Come on cue. That shit is really a skill. A lot of people talk about they can see themselves being a porn star. When you hear them goddamn interviews, oh nah, man, hell nah. I'd have been on my third bottle of Gatorade by then. They would have fired my ass. But yeah, I definitely think black men, and I think it's somewhat to the fault of our own with black, music, especially, making love to the sun come up. Who the fuck finna do that? I ain't. I've
Gotta
tried.
wait
That
till
shit's
it's like
hard.
5:30, and the damn sun about to rise.
Even with hip hop, shit like that, the chauvinistic rhymes, which we like to listen to and bob our heads to, all that shit, but some people do take that shit to heart, like rather do pornography, music, or maybe some past experience they had with that one individual that stood out. Then they expect every person that they may run into to be the same way. I had to learn that. Even, I know this question was for us, but I had to learn that, every partner may not be as sexually advanced as the past. No, because that's unfair to them and me, because I'm setting expectations up, which is unfair to that person. So, but to answer your question in shortly, excuse me, absolutely yes.
Brother one.
Yeah, absolutely. Shit, I'm agree with you up on that one, man. As a black man, all of the chicks just think, we is just out here like trying to smash for 10, 12 hours all fucking night and all of this, and we is super freaks and everybody eat assholes just like your cousin Bun and shit, but
shit.
everybody just ain't trying to suck no toes and eat no ass. Like motherfuckers just trying to give you strictly dickly. You know what I mean? That's it.
You don't suck toes?
Nah, I ain't sucking
No,
no fucking
not
toes.
everybody. Not everybody, sir.
Oh my God. You're so
Not
fucking
everybody
selfish,
sucks
bro.
toes
You
and
fucking
blowing
What you
holes.
mean?
Okay.
Hey, we so selfish. How the fuck is that selfish?
So you ain't never been with a lady that you had such an emotional tie to, and when she was reaching climax or orgasm, possible, more likely in the missionary style, one of her feet gotta be on par, and you ain't know you want to pop that big motherfucker in your mouth.
Man, fuck no.
So
Vaughn,
What is wrong with you?
Vaughn, what if a woman wanted to suck your toes? You would let her?
yeah.
You a sick motherfucker, bro. I swear to God.
Yo, I already knew who was gonna say it, but just the
Sick
way he said it,
motherfucker.
like, he said it like, hell yeah, nigga, what the fuck you
Nigga,
think?
she
Yeah.
could be over there spanking. You like, hey, at your own risk, and just give it to her. Man, hell no.
I'll make sure I'm showered and pampered for it. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I be on par. I ain't gonna do it fresh out work. Hell no.
Not everybody wants toes and blowing holes. Come on now. Just
So
no.
they say,
I ain't going.
Yeah, I'm pop the whole motherfucker. I don't lick the bottom of a woman's foot before, nigga. So come on.
Yeah, moving on to this question. Last question.
Lord have mercy.
And to add to that previous question, the reason why I feel like we're pressured is because social media. Even
That
before
too.
social
That as
media,
well.
it was there. Now you got women. This is my thing, and I ain't never been a woman. Don't plan on being one. My thing of it is, I told my old lady one day, like, shit, in sex, y'all have nothing to worry about. Y'all ain't got to worry about having an erection and all. Well, we have to worry about, being wet, not being dry and all that. Man, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Right.
I know niggas that's desperate to hit it enough to where they'll get carpet burn.
Yeah.
I think I'm related to one of them. But anyway,
nah. If
I'm
it
just
get that
saying.
point, you gotta go down there and give him mouth to mouth reciprocation. Depending on the
Part
person.
two,
Depending on the
just
person.
have at it. I'm on to the last question, and here it is. Is bad sex a deal breaker in a relationship for men?
Absolutely.
Now, hold on. Now, you say bad, consistently bad, or just like off
Consistently.
Oh man, yeah. And I said this on the show. Sex doesn't define a relationship, but physical stimulation, along with mental, visual, they all play a part. So, I would say, yeah, man, because you could be so visually stimulated by this person, they mind, how they talk, how they carry themselves. Now you physically aroused and you getting let down. Shit. Yeah, it can definitely play a part.
Yeah. If it is constant, then absolutely, like hell no. Like ain't anybody just trying to be with anybody that is constantly not pleasuring the partner, like point blank.
What if you really love them though?
Don't nobody want to be with anybody that is not pleasuring the other person. Like, why would you want to just be well, hey, she is a great person or whatever, but whenever people, try to talk about sex and how they were just so happy they got their rocks out, they feel better. You can't say shit about that because
so let me ask you something.
That leads to cheating.
When you get old and you can't use your equipment no more, it's still gonna matter to you?
I would hope not.
Well, women, studies show women as they age, most of them want to have sex more. It's kind of a cruel design. As men, we have
Right.
to take supplements, or we just can't do it anymore, which is odd.
Supplements.
Huh?
Oh, never mind, never mind. I thought you was admitting something. Never mind. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Nah, make the fuck up out here. But I would warn on this because man, that could lead to people possibly stepping out of a relationship, or it's a category in porn called coded as when somebody's significant others getting fucked in front of them. I mean, people do that for certain reasons, teach his own. But no.
Vaughn, you shouldn't make your girl feel less than a woman because she won't eat your ass. But
What? No.
I don't know how long this relationship gonna last. You want you to taste this. What the
No.
fuck? I'm just gonna leave it alone. But I just really wanted y'all insight on them things because I was looking at certain videos and I was seeing how with women it was a deal breaker. Women once this is the unfair part though, in my opinion.
Mhm.
If you're a guy and you and a woman hit it off and y'all getting ready to, get to it. And say that one particular night, you either tired, you could have just got over a sickness,
Right.
you could be nervous, anxiety is a thing, and your performance may not be what your normal standards are. Because the thing of it is, a lot of men won't admit this. It's always an excitement when we finna get that shiny new toy, if you get my drift.
Hell yeah.
Right.
But just because it's excitement don't mean that it's gonna be always performance ready.
Right.
And I've had situations where I could be at work, hear guys older than me talk about, man, I had her in the bed, I was ready, man, and for some reason I couldn't go. What the fuck? You know, and I'm sitting there and how the guy was explaining it. He was like, man, I was just so excited and couldn't believe that it was the moment that I've been waiting on finally here. That, you know, he just missed out on his opportunity. And
Right.
to some women, that's instantly a deal breaker. And that's why I say it's an unfair advantage because, I mean, with a woman, just on the outside looking in, I just feel like all they got to do is have some wet stuff.
Right.
It got to be clean,
Gotcha.
Right.
got to smell good, and you got
Absolutely.
to at least, you know what I'm saying, keep your line in check.
Mm.
Then other than that, you good to go.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, it goes to that old saying, and I think that plays off of it because whether women want to admit this or not, and if they don't, they just in delusional. And I had to learn this. I was like, damn, that is true. And I really fucking think about it. Women have sex with who they want. A man has sex with who he can.
Right.
Absolutely.
A woman, that's probably why, because she like, motherfucker, I said it before, that double standard. Like, she know somebody out there want this pussy. And nigga, I gave
Yep.
it to you and you performs like, damn, I could have gave it this nigga. Like, not sound so prude or trying to put women in a negative light, but some women do think like
That's true.
that. So shit, it just, hey, they have options. Not saying men don't, but dick is disposable. Gentlemen, dick is disposable.
Absolutely.
True.
This
But
dick ain't free. Go ahead.
but they like just point blank. It's just all about if it's consistent, then yeah. But like I don't understand with just yeah. Well, it all right. If it's that's like a person first time trying to hit or whatever and it's horrible, I get that. But if it's been great like the previous time and then you just have like an off day type of shit, then I just think that that's some
See,
bullshit
this
there.
my thing. The first time, this is my opinion. They shouldn't be getting their expectations up like they are. Like this is the thing. I've had female friends come to me and talk about guys that they messed around with, and I'll be like, "What happened to the dude?" Da, da, da. And they be like, "Oh no, Oh, he got up in there. He was playing. He ain't know what he was doing. Boo, boo, boo. I said, well, you gotta understand. He might not know your
Right.
wants and needs at
Right.
that moment. You know, y'all knew. Y'all trying to. I'm trying to put them up on game to be like,
Everybody is totally different.
you know, like how you come to me and talking to me. Well, you talking to him, letting him know, you know, what you was. Well, we was talking about. I said, yeah, but y'all was just talking about it. You wasn't letting it be known like you wanted to go down like this, or you into this, you into
Right.
that. Did you let him know that? Well, no. Why you expect this man to perform up to a certain standard that you may enjoy if you not communicate? You know. But it'd be too late for him then. They'd been done kicked him to the curb. Like that could have been your future husband or something. You done fucked that over a piece of nut.
Yep.
So, to the fellas, man, I'm just, keep your head up and don't be discouraged. If you with a young lady and y'all decide to take it to the next level and you feel like you didn't perform up to your normal standard basis, go back to the drawing board. Now, if that woman ain't willing to come back to the table with you, then that just means it wasn't meant for you to, execute plays with her.
Mhm.
Bars. But that concludes the Love Doctor Loves Connection. I appreciate y'all answers. Very insightful. Very impactful.
Absolutely.
We move to the final segue, get it off the chest / Black History. Um, man, first and foremost, man, I just want to start out and say thank y'all for the support on the channel. I mean, the views, they not week to week the same, which is cool. Some weeks may be better than other weeks, but man, either way, man, thank y'all for just rocking with
Absolutely.
us and keeping us motivated to even do this. So y'all know the routine. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you know, you know. Y'all got it.
Well, you got something you want to get off your chest?
No, I really don't. Just shit. No, I don't have any damn thing. Absolutely, at all.
Well, I do have something to get off my chest. I believe it was the prior episode ago. I don't want to say a rant or event. I think I was just speaking on the McDonald's steak and egg cheese bagel situation.
Oh my
It was a
God.
breakfast choice that I grew
Don't you
quite
do
fond of
this.
as a child, thanks to my mother, because she would kind of be ripping, running, dropping this person off, dropping this person off in the morning. And when I was the last person to be dropped off, she would stop by and get us a egg and steak and cheese bagel. So that sandwich has a very special place in my heart. But I had the missus send out a customer Q&A question to McDonald's themselves, and they responded to
What?
me.
Damn, the man went play about this shit.
Hell no, I wasn't playing. And it goes a little something like this. Thank you for taking time to contact McDonald's. We truly appreciate customer feedback and welcome the opportunity to share your information with you. More than 95% of our McDonald's and U.S. restaurants are owned and operated by independent business people. As independent owners, McDonald's franchises have the authority to make certain operating decisions and operations as they relate to their McDonald's restaurant. Again, thank you for contacting McDonald's. We hope we have the opportunity of serving you again soon under the golden arches. Denise. That was all good and well. To sum up what Denise was saying, she was like, nigga, I don't know. I'm not in control of that shit. So Denise, I'm going to contact you again and get the information of the person that is in control of this.
Oh my God. I know the nigga in control. Mr.
Man, ain't
McDowell.
going.
Hit him up.
I can run him. God damn it! I go hit his ass up.
All right, so bars.
I was stop saying this.
That's gonna be the name of the episode.
Bars.
What the fuck? Well, we are so thankful that Vaughn has that McNugget loving. This nigga. How many times did your girl shake her head as she was writing that for you?
Multiple. She's like, you for real? Hell yeah, I'm for real.
Oh my God, bro. Oh
She
my
didn't even
God.
believe this shit at first. Like, that
Oh
nigga
my
can't be
God.
serious.
Babe,
Oh shit.
She know who she
I,
with, goddamn it.
I got something I need you to do. Hurry up, come here. Text the McNugget headquarters and ask them about this goddamn McGrill.
Oh shit. This shit is ridiculous.
Thank you, baby.
Oh my God,
Man, it's
man.
fucking crazy.
Well, if we have no more food discrepancies, gorilla pimping, Marley simping, y'all stay easy. You know, we're gonna see y'all in a minute. Um, y'all get ready because we got some new stuff we about to drop on y'all pretty damn soon.
Question
Once
though,
again,
hold on.
shout
I
out.
got a quick question for you.
Oh,
Do
go
you
ahead.
think Jay Marley right now is washing the truck in the car or whatever, trying to mow the lawn and cook a full course, 5-course breakfast meal? Like right now? No.
For since it's Sunday, I actually think my boy done took his time off from those certain duties. But I do think he is doing something that's very simpish,
Oh, okay.
which is pressure washing the house. I see him pressure
What the
washing the
fuck?
house on
He
Sunday.
said pressure wash that.
He up there cleaning out the gutters and shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a gutter
All right.
cleaner.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know, you
Bet.
know. I mean, shout out to
Jay
Petty Simping.
Marley.
You know,
Yeah.
you know. Uh, so without further ado, y'all know how we do this. Um, and it goes like this: tough times don't last, but tough people do. We are the fam. I'm just saying, 48. It's been another legendary one, and if you don't know, now you know, because either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on. And I'm just saying, 48 hood
Mm-hmm.
bars.
Bars.
Yeah. The rest of y'all restaurants better be on your shit. You don't get an email from me.
Oh, this McNugget ass
That
nigga
sound
here.
about right.